We are approaching to the endemic period. The Thai government will be announced for the COVID-19 to become a seasonal flu on the 1st of July. But before that, there are some certain states divided in 4 periods that you need to know if you're planning to come to Thailand. So keep watching until the end. Hello everyone and welcome to Sawasdee, Thailand. Nice to see you. And I suppose to give you another good news because we are approaching the period of endemic. As we know, the Thai government will be announced that COVID-19 will become a seasonal flu from the 1st of July. But before that, the Thai government has divided in 4 periods from which month until which month that I'm going to share with you in this video. So you can plan your travel to come to Thailand better. And if you're just meeting us first time, don't forget to subscribe. But first of all, I need to mention about the agreement between Thailand and Malaysia. Thai government and Malaysia government have already agreement for having a VTL, vaccinated traveling, will be started by the end of this month. With vaccinated to traveling to each other, don't need to have a quarantine. So this is for another next step. So this will be a good step between our neighbor if you are traveling from Malaysia. So this is a good news. For the rest of the world, Mr. Anutin Chanveerakul have made an interview on the 9th of March that the Thai government will be officially announced the COVID-19 to become a seasonal flu. He had mentioned before, but he hasn't mentioned the date exactly. But in the past few days, he had mentioned that the Thai government will be announced the COVID-19 to become a seasonal flu. So what is the seasonal flu will be affecting to your plan? This is the key point. Why? Because they are looking for no quarantine, looking for no RT-PCR test to enter to Thailand. But before that, there are some certain periods that you need to be considered. Start with the stage 1. First step will be starting from the 12th of March until early May. Now the period in the next 2 weeks. Why this period is very important? Because this period they call it combating period. So if they can control the number of the people who get affected, reduce or maintain, it will be a good next step in the future. That's why if we cannot pass this stage to reduce the infections, will be very difficult in the future to announce, to making an announcement to become a seasonal flu. That's why this period they want to maintain and reduce of the how severe of the every case in the next 2 weeks. That's why this period is so important for us to go for a next step to become a reopening fully and no quarantine. So this is a very fighting, that's why we call it a combating and fighting period. And the second period is from April to May. It's called the plateau period. So this period also, after we have combating and fighting already, everyone in Thailand are trying to maintain the graph to be the same, like straight like this. So you don't need to be go up really hard and very important. This period also is from April until May, the whole month of the April. On the period of April, we have a big festival called Songkran, which is Thai New Year in Thailand. So a lot of people, a lot of Thai people are gathering together and travel. That's why this period is a very caution also that you need to be monitored. If we can pass this period on April until May, we will go to the 3rd step and the 4th step easily. So this one needs to be watched out. And the 3rd period is from May until June, end of June. So this period, if everything are doing well and with the expectations, this graph will be going down. That means May, June, you will see less number and decreasing. So you will see the graph is down as I show you on the pictures. That's what they are expecting. This part is very important. It's like a last period before the 1st of July, that before they can announcement to become a seasonal flu. The last period will be starting from the 1st of July onward. They call it post-endemic. So this period, if everything are going well, this one the Thai government will announcement for the COVID-19 to become a seasonal flu. So what to expect on this? That means we will be fully opening the country. That means the cases are less and the affection and the symptoms are not very bad. That means that they only have a very mild symptom, and everyone can take care of themselves. Everyone more than 70% are vaccinated on the third boat, including the booster dose. So that means all of us can stay as normal, similar, same as before. That's what they call is post-pandemic. But for those who cannot wait for the April or May or June, you still can also welcome to Thailand by using Testandgo model, which is 1 night quarantine, which is not bad, and one-time RT-PCR test. So far we have a lot of questions about children. I want to give you some tip about children. If your children only have 1 dose vaccinated and they are under 18 years old, they still can traveling as long as they're traveling with a parent or companion with the adult with fully vaccinated. So that's fine. So you don't need to talk about your children. Also, lastly, if you are still doubt about insurance to coming to Thailand, you can check at my video. I have included everything about insurance because now it reduced to 20,000 USD already. So the price will be cheaper. As you can take a look on the website that I put detail on the links on the description, as well as the packages in each city to coming to Thailand. Thank you for watching, and I hope everyone are still staying safe and take care of yourself. See you in my next video. Bye bye.